Race 5 at Belmont jumps at 4:10. It's the C-Corp handicap over 1,200 metres, and we'll have a look at the most recent trial of Star Glitter, last seen at Pinjarra.
Him up with Porfario. So they come down to about the 400 metre mark, and Trump This has gone back through the field now. So hitting the front, Star Glitter. On the outside, Accelerate, and under the whip trying to pick them up is Dawn Mission as well. And now Trump This is starting to burst through as well. Still in front though is Star Glitter in the line, and lunging at it, Dawn Mission.
Just the one trial leading into this preparation from Star Glitter, but the horse jumped particularly well, which I think is a nice sign, and it was ridden with a bit of intent there on the far side of Pinjarra Straight. It responded well over the last 200 metres. It was just a relatively slow to even tempo up front, but I thought the way it attacked the line was really particularly good. We saw first up last preparation, the horse ran a slashing late sectional split there first up, and if it can do the same thing here from gate 1, it will need that touch of luck, but if it can reproduce those sort of figures, I'm confident the horse can run a nice race at an each way price. Second pick is the 10 Stable Secret. The horse last start jumped well, was ridden with intent to lead, but then handed up the lead to sit in the box seat. Just held the fence there in the straight, and again, it wasn't one of those days where the fence was the best going, so I thought that the horse had a few excuses. The previous couple of starts, his preparation had both been really good. Third pick is the 1 Strato Creed. It's had 2 trials leading into this, and the most recent of those, the horse jumped well, just trailed there in the box seat on what was a particularly slow tempo. The leader, Black Ducati, had things its own way, but Strato Creed was leading up the rest of that field and managed to hold them there late, and it's mapped perfectly here from gate 5. Fourth pick is the 2 D'Andes, who just got stuck in the barriers there, was slow away, bustled up to sit midfield, 4 wide without cover, and naturally the horse tired going in towards the turn. But look, from gate 3, it should be able to get to that lead nice and soft here. On top in race 5 is 3 Star Glitter from 10 Stable Secret, 1 Strato Creed and 2 D'Andes. Race 6 at Belmont jumps at 4:45. It's the Heineken handicap over 1,300 metres, and we'll have a look at the most recent trial of Black Ducati.
Strato Creed, they were headed then by next as Chapasco working into the clear, and back to the tail, Astrophobia to the inside, Merit Dream to the outside, but Black Ducati is out in front. It is well clear, racing by the 200 metre mark. Second Strato Creed trying to pick up ground, Chapasco out wider on the track there is also running on Porfrio, but Black Ducati, it revved the engine at the start, never looked like getting beaten. The ears pricked forward, and that is a nice strong victory.
Black Ducati has had the 2 trials leading into this preparation. Both of them have been particularly quiet. In the most recent one, the horse went straight towards the front, and I'm expecting the same thing here from gate 6. We've only seen the horse at 1 race so far in its career, and it was a dominant performance there at Bunbury, but I'm expecting this horse to just go through its grades nicely here, and it can start off well on this race on Wednesday. Second pick is the 1 Speedy Miss, another horse who's just coming into this race first up. It's had the 1 trial where it jumped well, was heavily restrained back towards last there on the outside, and really just picked up going to the line under its own steam. We saw it ran second first up last preparation and then peaked second up. So whatever it does here on Wednesday, I'm expecting improvement second up. Third pick is the 6 Flagstick. It had a few excuses there last start. It was sitting 3 wide without cover for most of that event. Eventually got to 1 out, 1 back on the turn, but then peaked in the straight. It's a horse that does seem to map more prominently here from gate 2. The fourth pick is the 2 Locklear, who jumped best there, was ridden with intent to lead, was heading in the straight but kept kicking, only really claimed over the last 100 metres, and again has drawn well from gate 3. On top in race 6 is 3 Black Ducati from 1 Speedy Miss, 6 Flagstick and 2 Locklear. That brings us to the last at Belmont. It's race 7 jumping at 5:20, the Crown Perth handicap over 1,300 metres, and we'll have a look at the most recent performance of What About Moses.
1.5 to 2 clear, My Lady Fair. On the outside now, Zephyr Queen. What About Moses? I'm Pretty having to switch back inside the heels of Tramontane, who's in real bother. What About Moses had reached the lead. What About Moses goes to the front from Zephyr Queen. Lookout is starting to run on with Fair Trucive. What About Moses? Pricked its ears up. Lookout charging down the outside. What About Moses in front and might have just...
It was a really good performance from What About Moses there first up. Almost ran a personal best performance. The horse jumped well, settled 1 out, 1 back, had clear momentum into the straight and managed to clear out with 100 metres to go. It was just nailed late there by Lookout. I think the horse should improve from a fitness point of view. It's drawn okay from gate 9. It should be able to get itself forward once more, and the horse does have the best last start figure, so I'm happy to go with What About Moses. From the 4 Tycoon Mikado, we saw the horse jump okay, ridden with intent from the wide barrier, but ended up 3 very wide without cover. Eventually found itself outside the leader, but the pace was pretty good in that event. It seemed to peak with 200 metres to go. It's again drawn a bit sticky, but there doesn't look to be as much pace drawn inside of it as what we saw there last start. Third pick is the 2 Locomotive. It's trialled once coming into this start. It jumped well, was happy to just sit in the box seat. Peeled in the straight, was good to the line. It's a horse that managed to win second up last preparation, so I'm expecting improvement from whatever it does. And then fourth pick is the 10-0 Demerits, who seems to draw a lot better here from gate 5. Paul Harvey's jumping on board, can put itself into the race. We saw last start it just managed to get itself clear with 150 to go and then peaked late, so it should be able to improve from a fitness point of view. On top in the last is 5 What About Moses from 4 Tycoon Mikado, 2 Locomotive and 10-0 Demerits. Best bets at Belmont, race 4 number 5 Kelly's Secret, race 6 number 3 Black Ducati. That's all from us here at Perth Racing. If you'd like to keep up to date, stay in touch via our website or on social media. Until later in the week on the box seat, I'm Pete Anthonus. Good punting and go well.